Yep, we're off. Hello, welcome to episode 4, 1st of August, I believe. Episode 4, Alan and Marcus. Please share, like, and subscribe to the videos, please. Right, Marcus, episode 4. We're going to get on to topics what we've been on about. First of all, let's talk about that Olympics. Opening ceremony. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
No.
Well, what can I say? Anti-Christian or what? We looked at, transvestites and all that. That Last Supper thing. Big fat lady in the middle. Right. And she described herself as a queer gender, whatever that is. Yeah. Play the role of Jesus. Well, it's not gone down well, has it, with people? No wonder they're boycotting it. Right? I think there's a panic, really. And then all rest it shit with athletes. They said it's going to be the most sustainable green games ever. So they supplied them in Olympic City with cardboard beds. Right, no air conditioning. It's boiling over there. I've been to Paris to summer, so have you. It's bloody boiling here. But anyway, and then no meat and protein for plant-based meat. Well, half of them have moved out, haven't they? Booked into hotels. Can't blame them. So, what I've filled you in so far, what do you think it messed?
It's hard to say. I mean, I haven't actually seen it, so I don't really know. It's whatever. People are just weird. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really a thing I really think about. People just do what they do. People either sort of agree with it, don't disagree with it. It's entirely up to them.
Well, I can't understand why they want all this stuff in sport.
I don't know. It's not really a thing that really interests me, to be honest with you.
What's wrong with walking out track with a few flags and, a few acrobats doing the things, you know what I mean? Jugglers and what have you.
Well, there's probably not wrong with it, but what I'm saying is it's...
Why do they have to go... I call it going low.
Yeah.
Snooping low.
Yeah.
Don't go to any lengths.
Maybe it's, like we say, it's sometimes might be trying to satisfy everybody. You know, what they're saying is...
I don't think anybody wants that nonsense.
Well, maybe so. It's just, like I say, it's not a thing I sort of take an interest in, so people will just do what they do. So if people watch it, they buy into it, it's entirely up to them.
I'll tell you what, I'm just talking to local people around me. I know it's going off worldwide, boycotting them.
Yeah.
But local people around me, they say the same thing. Well, I'm not watching none of that nonsense. If that's, what's the athletes going, no, we don't want none of that nonsense.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's entirely up to people. If they don't sort of engage with it or it's not their sort of thing, then obviously don't watch it. I mean, I don't watch it anyway because it's not a thing that really interests me, to be honest with you. So it's just doesn't interest me anyway.
I'm not watching full stop.
Yeah.
Start doing that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
You were like football when they were taking knee, you remember?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
back it in.
Yeah. It's like hotels, it's...
Ideologies, in front of sport before he starts.
Yeah.
The nonsense ideologies, nonsense.
Oh yeah, there can be.
Crackerjack nonsense.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, that's just people in general. Well, society in general, I suppose.
Well, right, and the other big issue we've been talking about, well, you just said it this morning with old fella.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it a couple with a few.
Yeah.
Straight away you got that one. Since we did last video, Labour got in, we knew that.
Yes.
So now it's going to be faster, not last lot. Same stuff, faster. But I think what shocked everybody, Reeves, is it? Financial Minister, whoever she is, Chancellor, whoever she is.
Yeah.
Right. Within the fortnight, straight away, they've got I'm like this. It don't matter who gets in, they always say that, don't they? They're coming in and there's a black hole. Right, in the budget, in the financing, the deficit or whatever it is, right? There's always black holes they've got to fill.
Yes.
Right? Wow, what a shock for people. Straight away, it's attacked pensioners, wasn't it? With all these high costs of energy and this, that and the other.
Yes.
Wow, attack the pensioner. right? So if you're not going to get means tested, if you're not on any means tested benefit,
Yes.
right, right, you're not getting it. I understand at the moment we ain't got to October budget yet, but that's what they announced they want to do.
Yes.
And then on the same token, you had him, Crackerjack, Miliband,
Yes.
RMP for Doncaster North,
Yes.
right, with wind farms, more wind farms, offshore everywhere. And forget planting potatoes and having cows, you're going to have solar panels, 27,000 acres or something.
Yes.
Wow, solar panels. Right. So they've got money for all this. They've got, I heard it was $3 billion, but that guy said it's 4. They just said they're going to hand over to Ukraine's.
Yes.
Right. And at the same time, they've got to fill this black hole, and they're going to start with pensioners. Winter fuel allowance.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
I think depends how you look at a black hole. Basically, the sort of people sort of see it from a tax point of view, but that's not necessarily the case. It's what you call a deficit spend. So obviously, the government don't really have any issues when it comes to money. It'll always have the money. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, is how much money is floating in the economy. So it's a case of, it's just a deficit spend basically. They've got to try and it's inflation. It's an inflation issue. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. It's obviously unfair what you're saying. They're obviously cutting it back, or they're trying to re-manoeuvre it in such a way. But it doesn't matter who you're going to get in. The policies are going to be the same. I feel it's just a deficit spend, me personally. But it's who's the fall guy. I mean, they could cut defence budgets or I say foreign aid to such a degree, budgets, and sort of be channel that money elsewhere. But it is what it is. Opinion of them. Don't matter who you're going to get in. Policy's exactly the same. It's exactly the same.
What came into my head, right, and it's this. And I told you about the video before, he was Prime Minister, Starmer, when he was a leader, opposition guy. Opposition. Right, with that interview with him, where he's on about that 84-year-old woman who stopped in bed most of the time.
Yes.
Right, and when she was out of bed, she had to wear a coat because it was like eating or food type thing situation.
Yeah.
And he said how cruel he was. Yet within a fortnight of being in power, he sat there in front there, right, with his minister, telling her, right, of all the cuts for the pension, winter fuel allowance payment.
Yeah.
Right, you couldn't make it up, would you? Well, and he sat there as bold as brass, knowing quite well he came out with that statement.
Oh yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying or what he actually said. I mean, if they really want to spend the money in the economy, they could actually do that. But obviously, the view I'm saying is that there's no such thing as a black hole. There's a deficit spend, granted. Governments don't have problems spending money. Doesn't have problems when it comes to getting money. A country that's a sovereign country that prints its own currency will never have a problem with regards to money. It will have a problem with inflation, of how much money it pumps in, but it will definitely not have a problem with the amount of money. It never has a money issue.
Yeah.
America's do that the same with the dollar. Never has an issue.
Well, just print it when they want it.
Just print it when they want it.
Yeah.
So, the black holes don't really exist in that sort of context.
Yeah.
If they put more money into the economy, what will that do for inflation? I'm not defending them. I'm just saying again the priority is wrong. I mean, my view is they should be taxing the billionaires and taking the money in that and then redistributing it elsewhere. In other words, not increasing the money supply. It's a monetary policy, not increasing the money supply.
Yeah.
They're just taking the existing money that's already in the economy and putting it elsewhere.
Yeah.
So there's no change in the amount of money in the economy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it makes sense. Yeah. Well, how it all works. But what a place to start with for black hole pensioners.
There's no black hole.
It could be all sorts. It could be, couldn't it? I thought, well, it could be administration, too many
Yeah.
middle management in government and local authorities you're paying for.
Yeah.
When you don't need him, you don't need 65 managers for one plumber.
Well, that's what they say. I mean, the common term they actually use is what they call efficiency savings. So they don't want to spend any more money in the economy. It's like saying, well, you got like three council, not picking on the council by the way. You got four council workers, one digging the hole and three watching.
Yeah.
One would actually say, well, if you get rid of the other two, so obviously you take the money from the council, and then you put into farming. So basically, you're just transferring the jobs. You're not increasing the money supply of the economy, but you're redirecting it, and you're redirecting the jobs.
Yeah.
And that's what they mean by efficiency savings. So it's more productive for the economy. Rather than having three men watching a guy digging a hole, you might as well have one man watching the guy digging a hole and use the other two men to do something else or make something. Do you know what I mean? That's what they mean by efficiency savings. It's just restructuring the
Where
economy.
it's going.
Yeah, where it's going.
Yeah. And it's obviously going to all wrong places.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
What's happened is you're getting too many jobs in the wrong sectors.
Yeah. Far too many.
Like we said on the last video, the farming sector's being devastated.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've got the financial sector and everything else that's being heavily invested,
Yeah.
but it should be invested in the agricultural sector or the manufacturing sector, and that will lower the cost of your goods or the amount you pay at the till.
Yeah.
That's how it should work. But it's being directed wrongly.
Yeah. On an agenda. Because they're all on
Whatever.
the same exact agenda, aren't they?
Yeah,
All of
it's
them.
just not being structured.
No.
It's not being structured right.
No.
So, you know, it's... What can I say? It's just not being structured right. They know this. They know it. Of course they know it.
No.
I mean, we're sat here doing this video. You know, we're just, sort of Fred blog sort of people. You know,
Yeah.
you don't... I would find it extremely difficult to believe that a government and the resources that a government have don't know this. Of course they know it.
Yeah. So that's why I'm always beset here, because it's an agenda.
Oh yeah,
It's
obviously
not
agenda.
this stupid ideology
Yes,
that they're being told to follow.
yes.
And I told you only this morning, that is Miliband. I really believe he believes what he's saying.
Maybe. I can't read his mind, but maybe.
In my head, you're telling me he's educated. Well, and he can't see through that nonsense.
I mean,
He's going along with it.
I'm-
It's deep. I think it's proper deep agenda, me.
end of the day,
I
I'm
don't-
like this, me. It may be a noble thing to have what they call cleaner energy. It might be noble. It's like plastics and you go down the streets
We
and
don't
shit,
like that,
shit
we-
all over. It's a noble thing, but you got to be realistic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to be realistic.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day, redirecting these resources, what impact is it going to have on the rest of society? We've just been talking about redirecting resources.
Yeah.
So, you know, in order to produce this cleaner energy, what resources do we have to redirect to do that? Do we actually take farmers or remove farmers or whatever to create these resources? You know, an economy's only got so many resources and so much manpower.
Yeah.
You know, if you're redirecting it to achieve an end, another sector's going to suffer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you just got to be realistic. That may be very well, that may be noble to create green energy. Do you know what I mean? Or pollution or things of that nature. But it's not realistic, is it?
If it were realistic,
Yeah.
we'd be all on board, wouldn't we?
It's
You know, if it's going to be clear for the environment, better, we'd all be on board.
just do it bit by bit. You know, try and do it all at once.
This,
Yeah.
well, this is why I say the stepping stones get faster, right? And this lot will make it go even faster,
Yes.
right? They're already on about the middle classes won't be flying for 2050, 25 years off or whatever, right? But the working class will be outpriced way before that.
Yeah.
Right, they'll not be able to travel by flights anymore. And their aim is, and they said it, right, middle classes won't be able to afford to fly by 2050. It's just before the rich, the elite.
Well, yeah, I've always believed in what I call segregation by price.
15 minutes,
what-
it is, that's another one, isn't it?
that segregation by price is one of the mechanisms sort of used to sort of, I wanted to say broadly speaking, control how society actually functions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how they do it. Segregation by price.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that you can't fly, but do you have the money or the resources to fly? And if the answer is no, then you're not flying. It's easy. Yeah, I don't agree with it. I'm just saying they've always used that policy, segregation by price. Do you know what I mean?
And this daft fuel they want them to use. They say, well, it's not fossil fuel. That's chuffing bio,
Is it?
tech diesel or whatever it is. You know, because the aircraft use kerosene, right? SFA, isn't it? SAF?
Well-
SAF. It's like a synthetic gas
Is it?
made from fat oil,
Right. It's
chip oil and all
Would
that.
I be? I mean, the thing is, as well, you see, this is the trade-off. You see, this is what I'm saying.
Well,
to you.
obviously, because you're only getting like a couple percentage to what they would need. Hence, they don't need all them planes because they won't be able to manufacture that much oil.
Well, this is the trade-off. You see, this is what we just mentioned a few minutes ago. How resources are actually allocated. Now, you know, if it takes, in order to create sort of biodiesels, if that's what you call it, if it takes crops or whatever to actually produce that obviously that obviously affects the food chain. So, you know, that's it. You either turn the food into fuel, or you don't turn the food into fuel and you feed your people with it. So, which one you doing?
Yeah.
That's it. That's how it works.
Well, they don't want to grow food. They want to put solar panels.
Oh
on it.
well, what I'm saying, if they grow food and they use them for biodiesels or this, that, and the other, this is what I'm trying to say to you. This is how resources are used in the economy in general. So it's you know, certain sectors make claims on them resources, and what I'm saying is, if you're going to go down this green route, which is all noble or whatever, then in order to achieve it, then you may have to certain parts of the population may have to go hungry. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever.
And then people will say, oh, it'll never happen. Well, you know and I know from experience in the last couple of weeks, the old lady farmer come from Moss there, that's been doing cattle, hasn't they? And
that's
wheat and stuff.
Yeah.
And I said to her, don't worry, love, they'll be paying you,
Yeah.
right, to put solar panels on your fields.
Yeah.
She went, oh, we've already got 2 acres. Is that not true?
Yeah, that is true.
They already started ages ago.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
2 acres of solar panels are up road. I didn't even know.
Well,
Wow.
Quite a bit.
It's already started.
Yeah. I mean, if you drive through certain parts of Lincolnshire, say if you go into Stoke Cleethorpes down M180, you can see the solar panel farms already there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Or if you go on a train, for instance, say if you so going from like Donny to London through Duins, Newark, and places like that. As you're passing through on train, you can see these fields that have already been allocated for solar panels.
They've already been at it.
They've already been at it quite a while.
Wow.
But
You know, they've got no cows now.
well, this is the thing, you see. That's what I'm saying. What do you use? This is what I'm saying to you. What do you use the resources for? Because if you're using the fields to generate electricity, you're not generating food, and then that creates a food shortage in general, and price at the still raises. That's how it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm on this subject. I want to mention this up because I've not filled out a wacky on it yet.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Wax said, he says, I've got a good idea. I'll write to Millie.
Oh, yeah, brilliant.
Right.
We've got the letter.
Right. We let right.
Yeah,
So I know how to do this with
yeah.
farmlands and solar panels.
Yeah.
Right. We innovate them so they look like sheep and cattle.
Yeah.
Right. And he got it all typed out and he said, I'll send it in next few days.
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't push him to send it,
Yeah.
because I found this amazing.
What's somebody come up with it?
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. If you go into
You're kidding
a
me?
week last Friday when he said
me?
it, hang on.
Yeah.
When he said it,
Yeah.
if you go to UK column on about the pylons, and we can make them look like deers. I went, you couldn't make that up, are you? You're going to just roll all this about solar panel.
Yeah.
Same fucking day.
Yeah.
Yo, I did say to you at the time, they'll probably, right, back to you said somebody's already thought about it. They had.
All I can
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
All I can,
Deers.
yeah, well, all I can say is we're going to
Make them
stake.
into deers.
We're going to stake us claim first, so we claim full authorship rights on it.
Yeah, well, you were read a UK column because they didn't come out till 1 o'clock. You said it. You
Yeah, well,
quoted
there's
it.
pylons. That's pylons.
Oh yeah, I'm pylon. We same sort of thing. You know what I
The
mean?
thing is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But,
Yeah.
yeah,
Any grams.
yeah.
I'll make your solar panel into sheep
Well,
and
we'll have to
cows.
send that letter.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we'll have to send the letter.
Oh yeah.
It's a serious point on it. Yeah, it's a serious point.
Serious.
It's a serious point
Pylon
on
of
it, yeah.
deer. Solar panel sheep and cows.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, we're getting on here. It's 20 minutes, and I want to finish off with it. There's going to be no time for boxing here on this one, because the other thing is, right, everybody's going on about the 3 stabbings of the young girl. Absolutely ridiculous, and kids can't go to a dance class, you know what I mean? But there's riots taking place all over, isn't they? Right, over this nonsense.
Yeah.
Surely they understand that. Wow, people have had enough. They've had enough of all this. What's been pushed on them?
Yeah.
I don't. Everybody keeps going. It's a cracking point. You think it's getting there?
I tell you what, I'm like this, me.
It seems to be happening everywhere.
Well,
doesn't it?
I can guarantee. Well, you know what it reminds me of? It's Americanisation. I can guarantee you. Usually, I've always said this. What happens in America within 15, 20 years? I guarantee you, it starts going to UK.
Yeah, but it's
right.
all at the same time around the world now.
Oh well, yeah, but
There's no delay in it.
No, there's obviously a big,
Seriously?
obviously society.
One day one will say it, next day the other one follows on. It's not 15 years.
No, I'm just saying that society, we have a general thing of becoming very Americanised in this country. You know, sort of things. All I'm trying to say is, there's obviously a big social change, and it's what can I say? It's just not what it was.
Everybody, all the West, is just follow this script. Whoever it's written up by,
Yeah.
and there's no delay. As soon as one mentions it on their news, the
Yeah.
next one mentions it, and so on.
Yeah.
24 hours, 3/4 of the world have talked about it,
Yeah.
and they're all going down them same policies.
Yeah.
Right. It's a dark, dark, sinister place for taking us,
Yeah.
this lot. Or, when I say this lot, I don't mean just our government, I mean the
Yeah.
globalists.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, talking about them Yanks, they're just itching for war, you know, just to get out of the $5 trillion debt.
Yeah.
Them,
Yeah.
that's all they're itching for.
I think-
They can never pay that back.
Yeah.
And they want digital currency shit, and then they won't have to pay it back.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's changing.
Well, who
time.
did they pay? Who did they owe it to?
Well, this is what
They make it up.
Well, this is what was said at the beginning,
Yeah.
you see, because the thing is, if you print your own currency as a sovereign nation, you won't have to borrow it. So when they say they borrow money,
Yeah, the
it's
boy,
just
yeah.
rubbish.
Yeah, they just conned you.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's just.
We're printing his own money, but we're saying it's not, and we have to borrow it. We have to pay interest.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an inflation thing. That's
Full of shit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, my thing is as well. People that are borrowing to, rather than tax them, they end up borrowing the same money that people should tax, and paying interest on top. But that's just my view.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all the same boat, aren't they? You know, after them, after Yanks, I mean, I suppose we're more fortunate. We're more fortunate even in Canada. What do they owe? 1.7 trillion. Yanks 35. Japs about 20 odd trillion. God,
Yeah, but
you can't get in around 35 trillion.
I don't really
can
imagine,
you?
because the point I'm actually saying, any country that's able to issue its own currency will first of all potentially not go bankrupt. It can't default on any debts that it may have, and internally anyway, because it controls the currency. It just, if it needs to pay a debt in its own currency, like the US dollar, it just prints dollars to pay it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
This is
that's what I'm
easy.
saying. When they go, you're in debt, you go, oh, two.
Uta, yeah. Uta.
Yeah. It's in debt to your sen.
Yeah. Now it's different if you use another currency, which is not yours.
Yeah.
Then you got to have trade surpluses in order to pay it off. But the America or Britain doesn't have that problem. So
It's all garbage.
yeah,
And it's 25 minutes, mate.
yeah.
I'll let you have the last word. What you want to finish the video
No,
off
just-
this week? Hey?
Just remember where the idea originated from these sheep and cows, or these panels. It weren't UK Kong either.
It was Marcus.
Yeah,
He's got it on the computer
Yeah,
to
we
prove
have.
his letter.
got all the shipwrights, trademarks, whatever you want to call them.
That's
Copyrights,
right.
I mean.
They're on that computer with the date when he wrote it. So it was the first.
Yeah.
Categorically
Yeah.
prove it.
Yeah,
Right. Please
Yeah.
subscribe, like and share the video. Thanks a lot. And thanks for everybody looking at last one. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank
Bye.
bye.
Oh yeah. Now
Oh,
where
don't-
you got is.
That's right.
So be it.
Don't forget to subscribe, because always remember, this time next year we'll be millionaires.